my idea to play in public to get exposure for my quintet that I had formed. And I figured one great way would be to just play in the busiest part of New York City, where people can hear us. And I heard about this program called Music Under New York, which is run by the Metropolitan Transit Association.
It's different. You have a huge crowd of people around you who may or may not have ever heard classical music, you know, or whatever we're playing at the time. And they really enjoy it, and it's really inspiring to see just the general public so touched and so interested in classical music. My name is Charles Tyler. I'm originally from Chicago, and I play the cello.
My name is Eric, and I'm a second-year graduate student at the Juilliard School of Music in New York City. We usually play only in Times Square because it's the busiest, and also it's the most spacious because we have a larger group. We have 5 people.
It's very exhausting because to battle with the noise of the trains and the media store next door blasting music sometimes, and the hordes of people and everyone, it gets to be very loud, playing for a number of hours at full volume. It gets very exhausting. Most of the pieces we play are more well-known classical music or pop arrangements or things like that.
They love Mozart. Eine kleine Nachtmusik is hugely popular. His Rondo alla Turca, everybody knows that one. And we do Bach, the double concerto for 2 violins, Brandenburg concerto, air on the G string. And we also do a lot of more popular type things. We do some Broadway tunes, we do some Beatles arrangements that I have, some Piazzolla, people love that, some tango music, and we have an arrangement of Britney Spears that we play.
I would say my main motivation to play in the subway, aside from making a little extra money here and there, just again with having such a great response from an audience that may or may not have heard classical music before, is very inspiring, and it can really, I think in a lot of ways introduce people to classical music that may not have heard it before.
It's just great to see people's responses firsthand that are right there in front of you, and that come up and tell you, you guys are amazing, or you've made my day, or, this is just so great. We're so happy that you're bringing this to New York. We need this.
One particular memory I have about playing the subway was this absolutely adorable little boy trying to give us $1 and just couldn't get it in the case. I'll never forget his face. It was just the cutest thing I've ever seen, and he couldn't get the $1 in the case, kept turning around, looking all confused and happy and excited. It seemed like he had never even heard a live performance like that in his life, and it was just, I definitely remember that little boy. I think I have a closer connection with street performers now that I'm a part of that scene.
I think if we all wound up back in New York City together at one point, and we're like, oh, remember the old days when we used to play in the subway? Oh, why don't we do it again? Perhaps that would be kind of a fun reunion.